Well, I'm making progress on the Mark 7. I got all the decals on. There is one decal that I have no idea where it goes. It's a Beware Blast, which I assume goes back here like the Mark II, but I really can't find a picture of it, so I'm going to leave it off. But I got all the intakes, no steps, the emblems, Apollo's name, serial numbers, and then after that dried I went back in with Liquitex transparent ink and started doing more shading. And it is fully lit too. Now sometimes on the canopies you need white glue or something that won't fog it. But sometimes on resin canopies you need super glue, and it will not fog if you use accelerator. I just put a couple drops of super glue, hold the canopy, and hit it with the kicker, and it will not fog it. So you never have to really worry about fogging if you use accelerator. Now if you just use super glue, it'd fog the shit out of it. But I got a little more work to do on the interior. I got a little bit of light block. I did get the pilot almost painted because he's got a removable head, so we can add the Apollo head, which I still got to do the eyes and highlights, and I'll break out the oil paints for that, but that's all Vallejo acrylic. Same with him. I just put a wash in just to bring out the shadows. I'll do some dry brushing and then tone the gloss down on it. Shading's taking shape. I'll probably go back in with a little more chip paint, which is kind of like there. My engine's light up. The decals for the cockpit really, I think, set it off. Underneath, still got a little more shading to do. Get that all pop. Now one of the doors, if you notice on the back, is going to be straight up and down. That's for the jack. And I really tried to get it curved like the other one, but I was afraid that it'd probably break off. So I left it. It ain't that noticeable. Now one thing about the canopy, going to be a little bit of a gap, and I can't fix it. I mean, you could spend time building it all back up, but I assume he's either gonna keep it on, show people, switch heads occasionally, but it ain't too bad. That's the only thing bad about a vacuum form canopy. The decals are great. JT Graphics decals are just fantastic. They're really thin. You really don't need much solvent. I did just to smooth it out. And I just got a little bit of touch-ups on the guns, and very little to do more on it, and I'll be done. Of all the Vipers, I think the Mark 7 is the just gorgeous looking one. Great evolution. And then once I finish shading everything, I'll go back in with a dull coat and tone all the sheen down, because I had to put future for the decals and get everything smooth and everything. That's why you can see some of the silvering gloss on the decals. And I gotta tone some of the white down because it's kind of a little too bright. Used to be a little worn. And in the next video or two, thank you, Elliot. I'll show everybody what I'm talking about on the Lola. But 1/24 scale, it's fantastic.